Today we're looking at Doc Holliday's final words that were spoken in the 1993 film Tombstone and what they meant. And we're getting started right now.
Thanks for always being there, Doc.
Hey, it's me, it's Wild coming at you from my Curious to Know playlist where I am trying to answer questions that I'm genuinely curious to know. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing and ticking that bell so you know when my videos go live for you. In the 1993 film Tombstone, near the end of the film, we see Doc Holliday lying in his bed at the hospital as he's being consumed by his disease. Like a true friend, Wyatt comes to visit his friend, and after a few exchanges of dialogue, Doc Holliday actually asks Wyatt to leave and never come back. At the end of the scene, we see Doc Holliday look at what Wyatt handed him and then turn his attention down to his bare feet, where he says one curious line.
I'll be damned. This is funny.
What did he mean by "this is funny" while he's looking down at his bare feet? Well, most of you know that Doc Holliday had tuberculosis and he was eventually going to die by the disease that was riddling his body. And he lived out most of his days by gambling, drinking, and fighting, and having generally a good time and picking a fight whenever he could. Due to this lifestyle that he picked, it's actually been reported that he said that he would die with his boots on. Doc must have felt between his gambling, drinking, fighting, gunslinging that somebody out there was going to be able to take him down, and he was probably most likely going to die at any moment from pushing himself over the line. Therefore, when Doc Holliday looks down at his bare feet and he sees that his boots aren't on and he can feel death approaching him, he has one final laugh at the ironicness of this is the way that he's going out in this world. Doc Holliday sadly passed away on November 8th, 1887 at the Glenwood Hotel in Colorado. His passing of his time was around 10 o'clock a.m. Unlike the film, unfortunately, Wyatt Earp was not near Doc Holliday during his passing. Unfortunately, he learned about his passing shortly after. During Doc's last final words, it's also reported that Doc Holliday asked for one final drink of whiskey. Doc Holliday was buried the next day on November 9th, but however, there is a curious side to his death and burial. In fact, there's a little bit of controversy of where he is actually buried, but that's another video for another time. Hey, if you guys like this video and you want to see more, make sure to let me know by leaving a comment below. And if you want to help support me, make sure to follow me on all of my social media, and you can even go above and beyond by supporting me on my Patreon. If you guys like this, make sure you give it a nice thumbs up and share it with all of your friends. And I will see you guys all in the next Curious to Know video coming up real soon. Peace.